The following podcast contains coarse language and adult themes. Hey friends, and welcome back to the Film Addicts podcast. We're doing a special one today. It's a little bonus. We talked about it last time. 30 seconds in. 30 seconds in.
I missed you so
and
much.
Already a boner. Yes, I've missed you too. As we mentioned in our K-pop Demon Hunters episode, this is a commentary track, as you probably recognise, for Back to the Future. The OG, Michael J. Fox. It's fantastic. It's an excellent picture. It's its 40th anniversary this year. And yeah, it can't be beat. It's one of those just absolutely bulletproof films, right?
Yeah. I mean, I remember.
By the way, Addie's here as well.
Yeah, hi. I'm here
Hey,
also. Sometimes.
Welcome back.
Maybe
Welcome
always.
back.
I'm so excited to jump in.
Without, yeah, me too. I've actually watched this like 3 times this year already. I love it. We did the trilogy, me and Emily, of a day. Like we just did it over the course of a day, and then I went to the Astor with my friend Tim to see it for the actual anniversary. Yeah, everyone hear my cat in the background. That's Clark being very mad that I've been around heaps the last couple of days. Like I've just been at home pottering around for the last few days of the sort of holiday season, just hanging out with him, and you know. Now he's like mad that I'm doing shit. He's like, fuck this noise. You were giving me pats and treats and belly rubs and the aircon was on. Where the fuck are you now? I'm in here, mate. He'll come back. Anyway, but before we kick off, before we would jump into the Back to the Future of it all, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Yeah? Did you have a good silly season?
I did. I tried to not do anything silly, and then I caught myself trying to do something silly, and I said, nope, no silly this time.
I half want to know what that was, but I also don't want to know because I feel like my imagination will make it, you know, a bigger thing than it was. Like, what did he do? Did he fucking suck off an elf? Like, what happened?
Oh, that's warm. Comes out like eggnog.
I would make I would make the argument that an elf's penis would be quite cold because they're in the North Pole all the time. What are we talking about? This isn't Back to the Future. Come on, let's get to it. All right, kids. This is what's happening. We're at time code 10 seconds in.
Yep.
So that's 000010. You'll see the old Universal logo up with the little R in the corner. It's a Earth with the swirly things, and it says an MCA company. I don't know what that means. And yeah, so if you want to sync up with us, that's great, and watch the film. If you just want to listen to it like a normal podcast, that's also cool. I do that with some other commentaries that I know the movie so well, it doesn't matter if I'm watching or not. So yeah, any final thoughts, concerns before we jump on?
I guess I gotta put my seatbelt on.
So we're going to get into it, and the way we do it is, as such, we're 10 seconds in, and we're going to go, like I said before, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and when I say go, you all press go as well, okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
Fasten your seatbelts, flux capacitors, fluxing, Michael J. Fox, ready to tear it up and nearly fuck his mum. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, there we go. I've got the Universal logo. Old school. I like the old school one. I can't hear it, but yes, I can. It's a clock. It's just a clock. Robert Zemeckis making some bangers.
Yeah.
And much like I was doing an episode of No Country for Old Films with friend of the show, Tommy.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because I'm playing it. Maybe I can't play it and talk to you at the same time.
All right, now I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yep. All good.
Oh, okay. I wonder what happened there. That's very strange.
All right, what were you saying?
Oh, fucking doesn't matter. Crispin Glover, total unhinged maniac in this film, and I love it. Such a weird performance. No, I was talking about, me and Tommy did an episode of No Country for Old Films on Predator, and I said, imagine going to the cinema and not knowing what Predator is. Like just going in blind. Because in that film, in the first film, like if you were to watch it for the first time, you don't know that it's a fucking alien until 40 minutes in. It's just, well, I mean, unless you remember that there's the fucking spaceship at the beginning of it. But yeah, this is the same. Like imagine not knowing what this movie is going to be. You're just like, it's Michael J. Fox. I really like him in that TV show, is in Family Ties. Steven Spielberg produced it. I wonder what it's going to be. And it ends up being this. Like, holy shit.
It's one of a kind, though. Like, it is weird and original, and it doesn't give a fuck.
It's very about itself, yeah. It's Alan Silvestri. This is like one of the most iconic scores of all time. And, like, funnily though, starting silently with just all of this one, tracking shot of all of these fucking weird things that the doc has built. Hey, Dean Cundy. Yeah, no, that's not great.
That looked like ice cream. What the fuck?
What kind of fucking ice cream do you have where you live, man? Shit ice cream? Can I get the flavour that's shit? But even this, like the reveal of him, it's the key. So he's obviously got previous because he knows where the key is. And then Rob Zemeckis kicks it under and reveals, after seeing the news broadcast, that the plutonium's there. Such a great way to get us all the information we need to kick this motherfucker off.
And also been a one shot until like it cuts to his hands, right?
That's right, yeah. And also just talk about Robert Zemeckis before he made one of my favourite movies of all time, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which might also be a commentary that we could do at some stage. I'd like to do more of them. Let us know if you'd like to hear more commentaries from us, because I enjoy doing them a lot. This is like, okay, so Michael J. Fox is the size that he is. Mm-hmm. So if a normal-sized person held that guitar, it would be like a keychain. Because it's already small.
Yeah. I love that you can see the wires.
Yeah. And let's just also put it on Front Street. Anybody knows that originally this was Eric Stoltz, the actor, who did end up having a career after this. He went on to be in Pulp Fiction and Anaconda. I don't know why I picked those two films, but they're the ones I recall. He was in a really good film called Killing Zoe as well. And he shot like for weeks, and there's, footage you can watch on the DVD, like the behind the scenes. You could probably find them on YouTube now of him doing these scenes, because they went after Michael J. Fox at first and he said no because he was too busy with Family Ties, which was the sitcom that he was on. And biggest sort of star in the world at the time. And they came back to him after they realized that Stoltz wasn't working. He just wasn't funny. And Michael J. Fox, made the room in his schedule to do it. And the way that he would do it is he would shoot all day making Family Ties, and then he would go to the set at night to shoot this. And then he would go home and he'd get about 2 hours sleep, and then his driver would come in and make him coffee and pull him out of bed and throw him in the shower, and he'd go back and do it again. And he did that for months.
That, I don't know a word that can describe that, but it is incredible.
It's insane. It is absolutely insane to yes. It's such a great needle drop as the hammer comes down. And just as he kicks the gate, right on the cymbal, clack. So great.
I've always wanted to do this, but it doesn't look safe.
It's not. You know what else isn't safe? Living next to a Burger King. Fucking.
Why is that?
Well, because you would get diabetes. Like, I would eat, I mean, probably not anymore, but, you know, if it was the 80s and I didn't care about meat, then I, you know, only drank pub squash and not water or whatever. That's Bob Gale, the screenwriter. Yeah, I just feel like living next to a burger place would, like, what the fact that Doc isn't like 300 kilos overweight is outrageous. I'd just be onion ring after onion ring.
Man. Now what an onion ring. The other day you sent me the fucking Oreo reel and then I had to go out and get Oreos.
Yes, advertising worked again. There's a great gag later on where he's, you know, goes back in time, obviously, and Strickland's the principal still there, and he's like, man, didn't that guy ever have hair?
It was like Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart never had hair. He gets really close to him here. How they both don't crack up. Like, the camera dollies in. I think it dollies in. Yeah, it's a real slow dolly. And then he's like right up in his grill.
I would give a peck on the nose and run away.
What the fuck? I'd like do the full on Catwoman Batman face lick, you know, from Batman Returns, which I watched on Christmas night, and it fucking rules. We're the pinheads. Oh, she's ready to go. Actually, that actress who plays Jennifer in this is replaced in the sequels by Elizabeth Shue, who was probably my first crush because I saw her in Cocktail. But this young woman had to quit acting because I think her mother passed away or her mother got sick and she had to sort of look after her family.
That's sad. Yeah,
he's going to be mayor. Yeah. I'm going to be mayor. I love all the vagaries of that. You've got to send it into the record company. Like, who are you talking about? Like, what is the one record company? Adult bookshop in the background, bail bondsman, loans, travel services since 1888, which is funny, which is when the third film is set. I've never noticed that before. And this old woman in the background, that cock-blocking motherfucker.
Hey, man, safety is important.
What, like condoms?
Yeah. Also masks. Yeah. If you believe in them.
Would you stop trying to finger me in front of the clock tower, for God's sake?
He's
I'm
the
a
best
teenager. That's finger central, is it? Yeah, right. It's so funny. Like, the best sort of, not explanation, but the best rundown of how this film works and why it works so well. Look at her. Fuck right off. Old lady, I've got a 70%er going here right now. It'll go 400 if she even, like, mentions a hand job, or if I look over the street at those aerobics girls one more time and you're coming up asking for money for a dead clock, why don't you go fuck yourself? Maybe what we should do next time is get a movie and redub it.
I would be so down for that.
With me and you doing all the parts.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could do The Hobbit, just the first one.
Dub the whole thing.
Yeah.
Have to do example. We like have to match the voices. Oh no, it'd really be better if we didn't.
Yeah. Also, I'm horrible at voices. The only one I can do is the character that I created.
Blood Axe.
No, Baby Blood Axe.
Baby Blood Axe, yeah. Okay, orgy American style in the background there. What the fuck? I've seen this movie 400,000 times. X-rated, open 24 hours. Just skitching on a cop car.
That's not a joke, is it?
Department of Social Services. What, sorry?
Have you seen it?
400,000 times.
No, but have you seen it, though?
Yeah, have I seen it?
Yeah, the orgy movie.
No. I've never seen a pornographic movie in its entirety. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I was going to call you out on that lie in the first half. I'll let you finish.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't take me long to finish because I don't need the whole movie to do it. Now, I don't remember this guy's name. I never remember his name. He will always be like cinema's greatest bully is Biff. He is like low key the MVP of this series. Like to go from this to the younger version of himself to an older version of himself to a younger version of himself in the future, like a future version of himself, and then like the cowboy version of himself. Like it's fantastic.
Man, I hate this. I had teachers like this in school.
Who would make you do their homework? What?
No, or who would... The way that he's talking to him is...
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Just taking Skittles. What a prick. Crispin Glover is also... You know, I know that he's not in the second one because they used his likeness. He wouldn't come back. He wanted more money and they said no, so he wouldn't come back. But they used his likeness and he sued the shit out of them, and they had to like pay him off. And there's actually like contractually likeness rights are a thing in Hollywood because of Crispin Glover.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but he's so good in this movie. It's so mannered and so peculiar, his performance. Like, I was talking about it with a friend of mine the other night, like where he just the way that he says things, like stories, science fiction stories about aliens coming down from other planets. Like it's the weirdest diction you've ever heard because no one else in the film is doing it. Like no one else is a cartoon. Even Doc. Yeah, fucking peanut brittle. Now you're talking. So what I was going to say about Marty before, he was fingering his girlfriend in front of the clock tower.
All right.
Lightning was about to strike there. She's so drunk here, it's fantastic. She's drinking straight vodka. Is that... Marty has both a need and a want in this film. He needs to get his parents together, but he wants to be a rock star, and he gets both of those things at the end of this film. That's why it's so satisfying to watch. I think he's going to work at Burger King.
Who the fuck is that?
That woman's dead. She's dead.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Is that the aunt?
No, she's his sister.
I call bullshit.
Well, yeah, she does look 42, so. Yeah, I love this. That was so stupid. Grandpa hit him with the car. This is great. Like, nostalgia, and we're getting plot as well, and character about who Lorraine is. Just put straight vodka. She's kind of remembering it fondly, and then it turns dark.
Yeah. It's also just setting up exactly what happens with Marty. And like, this is the way that he remembers it.
Oh, yeah. That's absolutely right. More plot.
He's lost the plot, man. It's a waste on him.
He's watching the fucking Honeymooners. Here we go. She's like, oh, fuck, the peanut brittle eating motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Like, where Doc's called him and he's like, hey, meet me at the such and such. Only a teenager could do this. You wake up, it's 12:30 in the morning. Look at all the caramello chocolate that he's got there, right? He answers the phone, and the first thing he does is have some caramello chocolate. If I did that, if I woke up and had chocolate immediately, I'd fucking have diarrhea.
Also, this film, and especially this scene, is how I know how to light roads at night. It's just you make them wet. Because I watched this film for the first time, and every time we see a road at night, it's always wet. And I had to question it. I just had to question. It's like, why is it wet? It hasn't rained. There's no plot. There's no like plot evidence of it being like they're having a reason for it to be wet.
Yeah, I guess it's just, it is a thing to create more bounce and to, give some, some business, some texture going on in the background. It works really well. I watched Michael Mann first film last night. He directed Heat and Miami Vice, Collateral. He did the Ferrari film recently. His first film with James Caan, Thief. And it's all like that. It's all like, set at night, lots of roads and stuff. And it's, it's an excellent way to have light do interesting shit. Here he is, the very man. What a fantastic performance.
I can't not help but smile every time he's on screen.
He's one of the best. I mean, there's a reason that Rick and Morty is so heavily based on this. Yeah, because it works. It absolutely works. Doc is one of the most iconic characters in film history. He's up there with Indiana Jones and the shark from Jaws. Even more than Marty, because Marty, the film happens to Marty.
Yeah.
He's us. He's the audience's proxy because he's the one who doesn't have any information. Doc carries this series so much so that a book like the last film, like I said to you, the one that you haven't seen, the cowboy one, I won't tell you how it ends, but it flips. It becomes, Doc has the romance and Doc is the one who's sort of, racing against time. And it's, they knew what they were doing. Now, that is a person dressed up as a dog driving that car.
Get the fuck out.
I'm dead serious. It's a stunt guy.
No, you're not.
Dressed as a dog. No, that's how they did it.
Damn.
They don't hold on it long, but if you freeze frame, it's a dude in a dog costume. Serious shit. And it's got to be one of the most, like, well, that's an actual dog, clearly, because it was a close-up, but just watch when it comes towards us. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Stand over here. If I'm going, we're both going.
Yeah. Also, hey, man, have you thought about what happens if it doesn't go right?
I'm going to die with this kid, and it's going to be on the news. See, guy in a dog costume. And it has to be said as well, and John Mulaney, you know, he did this in one of his stand-up shows. It is never explained how Marty and Doc know each other.
Oh, my God.
And it's fucking weird because he's a 17-year-old wannabe rock star, still in high school, and Doc is a disgraced nuclear physicist. How would that happen? Like, how would they ever meet? The only thing I could think of is that, and this was posited by the We Hate Movies crew, that Marty's brother, played by Mark McClure, who's Jimmy Olsen in the Christopher Reeve Superman pictures, works at he works at the Burger King that is next door to Doc's house, and Marty was, and that's how they ran into each other somehow. It's the only thing I can think of.
Oh my God.
Nearly killed him again.
They're so great. It's so fucking great, man.
24-hour scientific services. Did you notice that on the side of the van? I've never been like 3 a.m. or something like that. Oh, fuck, I need a scientist.
Oh, once I shat a lot. Or maybe then I'm
That's you do.
I'm so sorry. Listen, man, I've been a migrant for 2 days. I don't know what's happening anymore.
You don't. I just want to let you know that if you shat yourself late at night or you have explosive diarrhea, don't call a scientist because they're not going to help you. Call a doctor. Or have some roughage.
I don't know what that is.
Like granola or, you know,
Okay.
a muesli bar or some bread, you know, something with fiber in it to kind of even you out. And stop sucking off elves.
I like eggnog too much to do that.
How festive. Okay, so that one makes sense. Signing the Declaration of Independence. Yep. The birth of Christ.
Not that's
December
not it.
25th, the year zero. Like, if you went back to that time, you'd probably open the DeLorean and there'd be like, you know, knights and shit battling each other because they completely lost track of whatever calendar that they had at some point. I'm sure of it.
Well, it's a J.C. Penney in the background, which has to be Jesus Christ Penny.
I think it's a department store in California, but yeah. Yes, it has. Old man Peabody. I love this sort of pause.
It makes him feel very, very like otherworldly with the pause, like trying to be Shakespearean, but in a more George Lucas way.
Yes, very much so. I think the only reason that I would have known what plutonium was when I was 17 was because of this movie. Like, why does he know what plutonium is?
Accurate.
Let's get you a fucking radiation suit.
I think the only reason I know what plutonium is because of Mission Impossible Fallout.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't get a lot of plutonium conversation these days.
Yeah. I'd love to know what it actually is, though.
It's just like a nuclear isotope that can be used to generate energy, I guess. It's like an element.
So, like Gatorade for nuclear power plants?
Sure. I'm not a scientist. Hang on. We should call Dr. Emmett Brown because he's 24-hour services. We could ask him.
That was great.
Thanks. It's a good joke. It's so funny because he says that and then he sort of chides Marty for buying the almanac in the second one where he's like, you can't use the time machine to your advantage that way. You can't use it to learn and change future events. And then Biff does it and becomes Donald Trump.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You just blew my mind.
If in the second one, Biff ends up Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns hotels and casinos and he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm pretty sure that the big orange mafia is like, listening in on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. And I don't fucking care.
Oh, man. If there's one thing we've established since episode 1, so we don't fucking care.
You know what tripped me out today? I was building the project for this, in Premiere for this record, and I had to move some of the older episodes into the season folder because I'm not working on them anymore. And I realized that the next season is season 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And I know we haven't even gotten to 100 episodes yet because our schedule is never, right on the money, but it's a long time to be doing this stuff.
I love doing this. I love doing this with you.
Me too.
I mean, I
would do it all the time and only this. Honestly, if I could just write and do podcasts, I would be fucking very happy. Tommy said it when I visited him in Brisbane. He doesn't live in Brisbane. When I visited him in Sydney recently, he was like, wouldn't it be great to just get up and spend your day working on podcasts? I'm like, yes, it would.
Yeah.
That would be great. Also, 17 years old Reeks, absolutely not able to drive this car. I don't think I got my probationary plates to drive here until I was 19 or some shit. And even then, I have a manual license, but I can't drive a manual car. I've had an automatic car almost, the entire time. So if I was to get into this thing, he's changing gear and stuff. And
yeah.
avoiding gunfire. Like,
He's also turning turns, which is something you should do.
So great. Emily's message tone used to be this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's where you're going, buddy. And you're gonna fuck your mom. You're gonna try and fuck your mom. He wakes up and he's in his underwear. She's had a long, lingering look at her son's penis. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my God.
That's so great where it flips over onto his head. It's just excellent. Yeah, this movie's so good. It is one of those, like I just said before when we were starting, I've watched this like 4 times this year. It's totally fine. It's one of those movies I could watch every week and get more out of it, you know? Like how there's a fuck house in the main street. There's a porno house. A fuck house? It's not what you call it, Riggs. Damn robot aliens. She's another person who's supposed to be playing like a young girl and who looks 38.
What?
The young girl there.
Was the mandate that both hands should be up while screaming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. Like on a roller coaster. This is great. Him falling back is perfect. Like he falls back over that step. It's already mutated into human form. Shoot it. Take that, you mutated son of a bitch. The fucking X-Men would not survive in the 1950s.
That's the point. That's always been the point.
That's the thing as well. Twin Pines Ranch.
Uh-huh.
And he runs over one of them. And the mall they were at was Twin Pines Mall. When he goes back at the end, it's Lone Pine Mall.
Holy shit, man.
I'll point it out. Hey, can I ask as well, like off Back to the Future topic, what's the big deal about they've revealed Colossus? Fuck my X-hole. They've revealed Cyclops in Doomsday, is that correct? Some imagery's come out or a trailer or something?
So there's been a trailer. Well, they're doing teasers. So the first one was Captain America.
Yeah, right.
It was Steve Rogers. But you know my feelings about that. I'm not going to get into that. The second one was Thor. And
okay.
Now it's the X-Men. And then the next one is probably going to be Fantastic Four. Now, I don't know if they really revealed it because from what I've seen, and I'm pretty sure what I've seen is just AI and the audio has been taken from the theater. The audio is like Magneto talking about death, and it's Ian McKellen. And I don't know if they've shown Cyclops or not, but I know that people have said that they've seen Cyclops in those clips who did watch it like in the theater.
Yeah, right. I think I saw a still of it, of him sort of like, you know, blasting X-Men 97 style into the sky, which is pretty cool. And it's good because James Marsden didn't get really served in those films in a great way. Like, and Cyclops is a really interesting character. Grant Morrison described him as Norman Bates if he didn't kill people.
Fuck off.
Why are we fucking off?
That's Mr. Sandman playing.
Yes, it is.
You know, you're the one who introduced me to that song, yeah?
Why?
when we did the Sandman episode,
Oh, yeah. Fuck, that was a long time ago.
yeah,
Did you watch the second season of that?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Yeah, it's the whole
Neil Gaiman of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
My friends were watching Baby Driver last night, and I recommended that to them, but the first scene with Ansel Elgort, and then with Kevin Spacey, I couldn't, like, in good conscience.
Yeah, it's a bit of a monstrous piece now, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Shame too, because it's a good flick.
And I genuinely hate that I couldn't, because, like, that's like one of the most mainstream Edgar Wright things. Like he hasn't lost his style there. Like, if you compare that to The Running Man, it feels so devoid of just his style that it feels bland.
It's like when Sam Raimi directed the Doctor Strange picture.
Oh, 100%.
There's a couple of little flourishes and you're like, oh, there he is, and other than that. Now, Red Thomas, he's the homeless guy at the end. This movie is so dense. There's so much going on. There's so much that you don't see. And benefits from more watching. And the sequels are the same because they feed into each other as well. Like, they didn't know they were going to make a sequel at this point. The tag at the end, that's not a teaser the way that they do now. It was a joke. And the film did so well. They're like, let's make 11 more. And they're like, no, let's just do 2 and keep it simple. And the second one is going to literally overlap with the first movie.
Yeah, fuck.
I see those jackets all the time on people, but they've got sleeves, obviously, and especially in Canada and places like that. It was like, fucking hell. You look like if you rolled down a hill, you would make perfect circles. And the other thing I think I said to you, are you laughing at my roly-poly jacket joke?
Yes.
Yeah. What are you worried about? You're 17 years old and you live in the 1980s. What do you care about sugar? Fuck me. And he gives him black coffee.
That's one of my favorite scenes of all time. It's so, like, like the audience gets it, and the character doesn't, and it's so well done.
And just in the background there is Billy Zane, famously from Dead Calm and The Phantom, a bunch of other ones. Titanic. God, he's so young there. Fuck. He's actually a fairly good-looking kid. Like, even though he's nerdy, he was, I don't know what the old-timey times were like, but I'm pretty sure if I asked my dad, did you ever go to a diner and eat fucking cereal? He'd be like, no, of course I didn't, because that's insane. I think when I saw this at the cinema, we were recording an episode within a few days of it. No, I can't remember which episode it was, but me and you, I mean. And I think I said to you, if I got stuck back in time, like if I was back in time, I would fucking stay there. I'm pretty sure I would figure out a way to transport my cats back here, and then I would fucking stay there. No social media. All the movies were good for the most part. I mean, it would suck if I wasn't white. I know. And it's funny that we're actually talking about this scene right this second. I'm going to clean up this town. But yeah, I feel like simpler times. I don't know. I just feel like we come too far too fast.
I can agree with that.
I can't remember where I was. Something was happening.
What do you mean?
Anyway, there was something, some sort of event was going on. I don't remember what it was. It was a concert. It was this year sometime, or the zoo or whatever. And just no, it wasn't. It was like a school concert thing for my niece, and all of the parents were watching their kids perform on through their phone. They were filming it on their phone and watching it on their phone, but it was happening in front of them. And I was like, that's it. As a species, we're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Another one. That's fantastic. Nine hours? He got hit by a car and was sleeping for 9 hours.
Is this like 4 a.m.?
I guess. But also, why didn't you take him to the hospital? I suppose the dad didn't want to get in trouble.
Damn. Guys, sorry.
She's a total babe too. Can't remember everybody's name. Christopher Lloyd, obviously, and Crispin Glover. On my hope chest. I wonder how much money Calvin Klein made from having that in there. It's like, yeah, I want to wear the underwear that makes my mum want to suck me off. That'd be great. Whatever. Don't cringe. You knew these jokes were coming. Like, that's why we're doing the movie, all right? It's it's a weird plot. It's a weird plot.
It definitely is. It's also like 100% from the get-go. It's not like a slow burn as in like, I find you cute. It's like, I want that in me.
Yes. I want this man, this boy child with purple panties to eat it. Fucking hell, Riggs. Oh, mercy. She's great, this one. What were you doing in the middle of the street, a kid your age? Oh, like his age had anything to do with it. Better get used to these bars, kid.
That is dark.
She's great, this actress. She's was in Gremlins, actually. She's the mum in Gremlins. Like, imagine getting a TV for the first time, like when it was a thing, like nobody had TVs. We just all wearing a fucking Davy Crockett hat, eating proper homemade food, like that meal was cooked that night by that woman, and she made mashed potatoes and meatloaf and roast vegetables and peas, and it was all made from scratch, and buns and all that kind of stuff. Maybe fucking shut up, the past kid. It's interesting. Like, do you think you can lift the sex subplot out of this film and it still works? Probably not.
No. Because
it doesn't. There's no reason for her to then not, like, eventually, I guess, maybe if it's a longer process, but to find George.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. It definitely could be like a parent trap situation, but this is more. This is definitely not that. This, like, he's actively
a parent trap situation.
Yeah, like he goes back in time and like tries to get these two together, because if he doesn't, right, then he won't exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's actively trying not to get with her, which is the plot of the film.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, understandable. If you ever have a kid that acts that way, I'll disown you. Fantastic. All right, entertain the folks. I'm just going to go and get another 0 beer.
Ooh, cool.
What?
I said cool.
What?
Cool.
Yep. Oh, my fucking knee. I'm going to leave that in. I hit my knee getting up, everyone. Nice.
All right, folks. So we're at where he finally meets Doc Brown from the past.
All right. Yeah, hit my knee getting up. Tonight's podcast is sponsored by Asahi Super Dry 00 non-alcoholic beer.
That was satisfying as Elf's eggnog. Listen, I came up with that joke, and I'm genuinely surprised that I did. So I'm not gonna leave that one.
No, just run it into the ground, mate.
I love that he's not younger. It's just his
not
hair.
By much. There's a little bit of prosthetics going on in the 1985 sequences, but not much.
Yeah, but like here, his hair is just like combed, and there it isn't. That's like the only technical difference.
And they've done a little bit of stuff like some like skin prosthetics to make him, like, you know, to have wrinkles. But he always looked like an old man.
Oh, you know what I was thinking?
The actor? What's that?
You know what I was thinking? It's so cool to see, like, it was so cool to see him in the Bob Odenkirk film Nobody.
Who?
Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
Well, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, that just was something. He is part of like one of the most incredible sequences in that film. And at his age to do that is fucking insane.
Yeah, right. Is it like a fight scene? Because I know it's like a John Wick sort of situation, is it not?
Yeah, it's sort of a fight scene, but just the way that he does it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I expected that line to be. There's something wrong with the starter. It doesn't start. It feels
Good thing
like
you're
that.
not the writer then, isn't it? Christ. If I had, like a world-altering idea every time I fucking hit my head, we'd live in a very, very different time.
Yeah.
Fucking klutz, mate. I just did it a minute ago. I banged my knee. What happened this morning? I was walking up the stairs and was distracted by how cute Clark is, and I smashed my toe on the top step. I elbowed a 20-kilo plate that was on a rack at the gym. I can't actually believe I'm still alive.
I'm glad you are, man.
Thanks.
You enrich this world and fill it with joy and sunlight and love and necessary dick jokes.
Yes, that's maybe I'm like Ryan Gosling's character in The Nice Guys. I think I'm immortal. I think I can't be hurt. I can be hurt. I can't be killed. I'm Bruce Willis in Unbreakable.
This is for the nerds.
Which we are doing an episode on this year, everybody.
Yes, 100%. I'm so on board.
Fucking rewatched it the other night in the 4K. It's probably neck and neck with Batman Returns as being my favorite superhero film. It's not a comic book movie because it's not based on a property, but superheroes, absolutely. $1.21 gigawatts. Again, like he had, you've got to think about it fourth dimensionally as well. Like the idea that certain things have to happen in order for certain things to happen, like a confluence of events needs to take place in order for him to end up in that time period and get back. So being with Jennifer is one thing. And then him sucking in he did suck, but not doing well at the band competition, and Huey Lewis telling him he's too loud and all that stuff. All of that stuff had to happen in order for Jennifer to write that down, and that woman had to come up and interrupt them. Like all of those things had to happen in order for Marty to have that in his pocket, so that the doc would get the idea to use the lightning to charge the flux capacitor, right?
Yeah.
So how much of that is coincidence and how much of it is providence? Like maybe Marty needs to get back to his time because otherwise it'll irrevocably change the universe. So I like to think it in terms of the broader scales. It can't all be an accident, Excuse me.
Yeah. I was just looking up the term. I think it's called a bootstrap paradox when it's used in fiction.
Yeah, right.
And like in theory, it is that the existence of something causes it to exist in the first place.
Yes. Yeah. It's it's the yin and yang of it all. Like, you know, you can't have positive without negative, and you can't have negative without positive. And hey, Paulie, where'd you go? All right, see you later, buddy. Big fluff. I love when he walks up. This place looks great. We've really cleaned it up. Now, there's an excellent outtake of this scene where it's Marty and Doc in this hallway, and Marty is dressed up like a Hispanic person. He's got like a hairnet on and like a vest, and he's doing a Hispanic accent and talking about, you know, he's like, which one's your mother? He's that bitch over there. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why they did it, but it's really funny. If you can find it on YouTube, check it out.
He's like, go get it, kid, too.
Enchantment under the sea dance.
Mm-hmm.
He's got fucking no game. Absolutely no game whatsoever.
He just becomes the background.
Yeah, no, he just disappears. No, what he's saying is she wants to fucking give you a hand job every day. What does he call it? Something rhythmic festival. Hang on, he says it in a second when he sees the poster. A rhythmic ceremonial ritual.
Also, this kid is not enrolled, has nothing to do with the school, and
Yep.
he's in the
How does he
fucking
get away
lunch
with
hall.
it? Yep. Here we go. It's so weird. He's so fucking weird. What are you, fucking JD Salinger? Just let him read some, for crying out loud. Now, I know everybody out there, all our fellow film addicts, you weren't expecting a JD Salinger joke today, were you? No. Why would you? That's not something that comes up that often, that I would make fun of famous author JD Salinger, the writer of Catcher in the Rye. But that's the kind of intellectual shit you're going to find here on the Film Addicts podcast. It's not all fucking elf cum and your mum wanted to give you a beat. Sometimes we're quite highbrow. Sometimes it's like an episode of Frasier up in this bitch. If. Now, that's another thing that you need to be aware of in this picture.
Uh-huh.
It's a bit rapey.
Jesus Christ.
But he's still like, you don't root for him or anything, but you know, he's not completely abhorrent because the guy's a decent actor. See, yeah, and the principal comes along. He's like, "Who is this?" I know Biff. Like Biff's the bully. Who's this kid? He didn't come to my office at all. Or do some enrollment.
What? Why don't you make like a tree?
Yeah, he's saying it wrong because he's a dickhead. It's supposed to be, why don't you make like a tree and leave?
Oh. That's an accurate reaction to somebody who's been following around you the whole day.
Yeah, especially it's just this kid who's just appeared at his school. Look at, what the fuck is he doing? Like, that's such a weird performance. It's so weird. It's not naturalistic at all. And I don't, Crispin Glover isn't a naturalistic actor. Like, I know that. But it's even more weird in this one. There's a scene of him in one of the Friday the 13th movies dancing. See if you can find it on YouTube, folks. It's hysterical. This is great. Yeah, there's no fucking part when he goes into the future and his dad has, like, he's deaf in one ear because he fucked it up. It's like, yeah, he's perfectly happy and he's, golfing with your mum and, has a nice car and all that kind of stuff, but he's got tinnitus in both ears.
Was that it? I remember that scene being longer though.
Now, here, from the planet Vulcan. I love it. Does that mean that in the old times, I've just realised that my fucking Spider-Man toy is missing a finger? That's fucked.
Where did you put it? Why were you playing with it?
It's just, I wasn't, it's been sat on my desk for ages, but can you see that?
Oh yeah, the index finger is gone.
What the fuck? It's based on, excuse me, it's based on Mike Werigo's design. Mike Werigo, or Mike Ringo as they called him, was an artist in the 90s and 2000s. He worked on Spider-Man with Mark Waid and Fantastic Four, and he had this kind of cool sort of half cartoon, half anime style, and they produced this toy based on his sort of style, and I love it. And I just realized that it's got a fucking missing a finger. It's fucking inside Mary Jane somewhere. But he passed away, Mike Ringo. He died some years ago now. It's a shame. Anyway, in the 1950s in California or wherever this is set, did they have bottle top openers at fuel pumps? Or is that just a hack that he knows about?
I think it's the latter.
All right, this guy behind him eating the hamburger's just doing a little bit too much. What's he doing? I must admit, I do, when I watch movies that I've seen quite a bit, I do like to watch and see what the people in the background are doing. And sometimes you'll see some actors, some extras that are just fucking banging it out to the cheap seats. Come on, Marty. If you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. Why? Because he punches people in diners. Not great. So did he just invent skateboards?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that what happened? Fucking score. Forget about it. Great, like dolly to like from outside, dolly to her, and then rack as she turns her head. Just fucking right on the money.
You don't see that kind of shot done now,
No.
like at all. Because they're all in just one fucking big ass giant green room.
It's also there's no like look, a lot of craft has gone out the window because it's too easy now. You know, you set up a camera and you can, you know, shit's shot in 8K and 12K. Like you just set up a camera and punch in for close-ups, or you know what I mean? Like to do something really specific, like a shot like that, it just requires a little bit more inventive thought, and I feel like that a lot of that's lost. Sound like a fucking old man.
They're still in there.
Wheels on it are steaming.
So in this universe, were skates named after this thing?
Like, as in, are they not called skateboards? Are they called Marty boards or something like that?
No, but as in like the term skateboard, from my understanding, comes from like skates, right? Like roller skates.
I guess, yeah. I think it was invented by surfers as well. So, but yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Hey, Clarky, what's up? Come here, buddy. Tiny, come here, mate. What are you doing? Hey, mate. Sorry, buddy, I was distracted by my cat. Don't try and get up there. I love that joke. Didn't have time to make it to scale or to paint it. It's like a full town thing. What happened with last time when you did that? You knocked it off and you scared yourself half shitless. Hey? What's going on, buddy? Don't go back there. Come here. All right.
Now,
Has everybody got that? That's what happens. I love that when he does that in Spaceballs. Saving Planet Spaceballs. Did everybody get that?
Now, speaking of 1985, what year would you go back to if you could go back to the future? Oh, back to the past, basically.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There'd be a bunch of different ones, like the late 40s because of the music. And we weren't at war. It would depend on where as well. Like, am I going back to that time period and I'm here in Australia? Like, that's a different thing. If it was, you know, California or New York, I'd probably say the 70s. Or maybe not New York in the 70s. but anywhere they were making movies at that time. Someone asked me once where I would like to go, like if I could go back and be on the set of a movie being made, and it was absolutely the Marx Brothers Duck Soup. I just think that would be absolutely hysterical to be on set with those guys and at that period of time. So, but yeah, I think
late 20s.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be cool too, like the Roaring 20s kind of thing. I could do heaps of coke. It'd be like Babylon.
Yeah.
Get to fight a snake with Margot Robbie. Those eyes. Like, get her the fuck out of here. If you titty fuck your mum in this garage, I will leave you here and you will never go back home. This woman had an interesting career. Risky business. What was that other one? Howard the Duck, where she wanted to have sex with an anthropomorphic duck.
Again.
Was there another duck fuck movie?
There are 2 episodes of What If where that happens. And
someone has sex with a duck.
Yeah, well, Howard the Duck. And then
is weird. Yeah, well, I mean, it's Howard the Duck that I'm talking about as well. So the movie version.
In the 3rd season, he has a child. It's called Birdie.
With who?
It's Darcy, like Kat Dennings' character from Thor.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I'm sorry, everyone. I know that we're watching Back to the Future right now, and this is a great scene where they keep swapping position. Right? And then he comes up and then Marty will go back. Like, it's just really great blocking considering what they're doing. Holding on to bras. Explain that, please. Does Kat Dennings do the voice?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She was all right with that?
Mm-hmm.
As if she hadn't been through enough. You know what I mean? She was kind of demonized for being herself for a long time there.
I never got that for like I don't get why that shit exists.
Why she was having sex with the duck?
No, why she was demonized for being herself.
It was just because she was young and pretty and well endowed, and people like to make fun. The exact same things happening to Sydney Sweeney right now.
Well, she's also said like questionable things.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't pay much attention to what she says. That sounds worse than I meant it. I'm not...
That sounds exactly like you meant it.
No. As I was saying it, I realised how it sounds. Like, I'm not interested in what she's saying because I'm interested in how she looks. I have no interest in her whatsoever. Like, she's a beautiful young woman, but I don't think she's a particularly good actor outside of Euphoria.
That sounded like the first few notes of the Hope theme or the Force theme from Star Wars, and I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, no, I can hear it. It's like, fuck you, dickhead. Here's a question for you, because it is a commentary, and I'm trying to fill the air here. We don't want people to be just sat there just watching the movie. You know, they paid for this. Have they paid for this? No, they haven't.
No.
Why are you reading it out loud? Okay. Anyway, there is absolutely no reason to remake this movie.
Mm-hmm.
in any way, shape, or form. I know they made jokes about doing it with Zac Efron and Will Ferrell years ago. But, and if you did it now, and the timeline was the same, he would go back to 1995, which fucking trips me the fuck out because that was the year I started high school. But if they did, and then they won't do it as long as Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale are alive. In their contracts, it says no one can ever remake it. If they were going to do it, he's about to bribe this cop. He's like, have you got a permit? He's like, yeah. And he hands him cash. Yeah.
No, I come from a culture and places where that is quite common. So I'm very surprised when somebody is surprised when bribery to the officials is presented.
I'm just surprised that I'd never noticed it until I think it was the last time I watched it, like earlier this year. I'm like, he's totally fucking pulled out his wallet. He's going to bribe him. Yeah, no, I understand that totally. He's got some moves.
I doubt that.
That's how I dance. If they were going to remake it, who would you cast?
I don't want to. No.
No?
Let me think.
Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. Someone's done an AI of that,
yes,
I guarantee.
I was going to bring that up because I hate that so much.
It's also like those people don't make any money from that. You know what I mean? Like if you do that, Tom Holland, not that Tom Holland, Spider-Man and, Tony Stark, who both own planets at this point, need your money, but they didn't okay that. We're talking about Crispin Glover before, the likeness rights thing. Like these people should all get sued.
Oh, mate. You know what? You know who promoted that? I don't know if they did it or not, but they were definitely involved in promoting it. It was the Russo brothers. They were the ones who posted it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like...
Those guys should go back to TV.
Maybe not.
Community was great. I like that show a lot. It was so non sequitur and like it would be just a straight up comedy drama thing going on, and then all of a sudden it's a fucking cartoon. It was great.
100%. I definitely agree with that. I saw the Joe McHale interview with who's the guy from okay. I gotta watch the film, man.
You can't remember the name of the person who interviewed Joe McHale?
No, it was Joe McHale on the Michael Rosenbaum episode on the podcast. And they were talking about Chevy Chase.
Inside.
Sorry?
Inside with Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah. And they were talking about Chevy Chase because he was famously written out of that show.
Yeah, because he was some fucking prick.
Yep. And there were obviously reports of both of them coming to hands-on fighting.
Yeah, wow.
See, that's sexual assault.
It is.
Anyway.
The horror. The sheer horror. Hey, buddy. How you doing? All right, everybody. Just so you know, Clark is being incredibly cute and rolling himself up in the blanket that's on the floor. Hey, mate. I'm like, ow, no. Don't bite. You're not a kitten. Stop that. You're a full-grown man. Actually, he's a teenager, I think.
It's so weird, though.
It is so satisfying to see this guy get his fucking clock cleaned, though.
Oh, yeah.
And the cleavage, oh, shit. Stop that. What are you doing?
I forgot this existed. And now I remember why I forgot.
Yeah.
It's so weird that we were talking about Chevy Chase before this.
Yeah. I've never liked him. People, Three Amigos. That's it. Everybody talks about the National Lampoon's vacation movies. I think they suck. Sorry, hot take. I just, spicy take. I've never been into them.
Yeah. Well, like in the interview, he was talking about because Michael Rosenbaum said that they were like not allegations, but there were rumors that they had like a fist fight. And John McCall said that it wasn't like that ever. Like we did have like arguments and disagreements, and I did threaten him, but it was like he said it as in it never happened except for that one episode. And I looked in the comments and people were like, that's the entirety of Community, is that people describing that and saying it was never like that except for that one episode.
Yeah.
But Community was great. I surprisingly really liked Community.
Me too. I don't even know why I started watching it. It was just a whim. And yeah, it hit all the right spots. Alison Brie as well. Like, fucking forget about it. She's so good as Judy on Mad Men. I
gotta watch Mad Men. It has been taking over my YouTube shorts.
It's my favorite TV show of all time. I think it's excellent. It's just from season to season, from episode to episode, the arcs of the characters. It's so well written. It's so well directed. The music's incredible. Like, it's just, it's a perfect show. It's great. Or just eyeline slightly off camera there, but a little bit kind of in your face.
Yeah.
And then this fucking shit.
This is the Superman shot.
Yeah. And he sees it coming. He's like, what the is this guy about to fight back? And then out.
I love the roll and then like slow fall down.
The spin away from him and then hitting the thing and then yeah. I think she's kind of got a thing for violence, honestly. Every time someone punches this guy, she gets wet.
Or somebody gets hit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, someone gets hit by a car. Crashes the yogurt van. Someone gets punched in the face. There's another. She's supposed to be a teenager? That woman's 52 years of age. No one drank water in the 50s. That's what happened. Everybody's much too old.
It was all bourbon, brandy, and like ale.
Lemon squash. Hey, buddy boy.
This is all the alcohols I know. Just splat it all out.
All of them, you could say, yeah. Smash cut. Fucking love it. One of the best smash cuts in cinema history. Especially those of you who get off on people being punched in the face. There's definitely an alternate reality kind of story where this fucking guy, where it's those two, cross-country style, just going into bars and beating the shit out of people and then having sex on the hood of a car.
Yeah.
Like an episode of Criminal Minds. It's an interesting little... I don't think they needed this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense, but... I bought the boys a new scratching post thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just cardboard. And the one that we had originally was a wave, right? So it was rectangular. and it was fine. They just kind of sat on it, scratched it. The one that we've got now is cylindrical. Sorry, not cylindrical. It's a circle, and but it's cardboard that's sort of like wrapped, and Paul figured it out from day one that you can unwrap it. So every now and again, I just hear this like, and I'll go back, and it's slightly smaller than it was when I last looked at it. He's a fucking little shit, Paul. I love him. Such a troublemaker. You chilling out, mate? Clark likes the Back to the Future movies.
Now, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go back in time for 6 hours and go into the future for 1 hour, what would you do?
Okay. For 6 hours, I would go back and talk to my younger self and tell him that everything's going to be fine. It's all going to be all right, buddy. Let's go for ice cream. And if I could go to the future, it would be to see if the Canucks ever win the Stanley Cup. And try to keep up. Fuck yeah. It's so great. He's so confident. This is a blues riff in B. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up. Now, obviously, not Michael J. Fox singing, because that is he hasn't had nearly enough cigarettes and hard liquor to sound like this. The guy singing is the lead singer of Jack Mack and the Heart Attack, which are a band that were around at this particular time. Really fucking great band if you get a chance to look them up. Violence doesn't always solve problems, kids, just so you know. In Biff's case it did, but it's not always punching out people isn't always the answer. Sometimes you can just snitch on them. So, okay. Marty invented skateboards and rock and roll, apparently.
It's a white savior story, apparently.
It absolutely is.
Oh, I love saying that to like any other argument because it just means that I win.
Yeah, everybody else shuts up. Oh, yes, no, it's actually very correct. Considering that the only people of color in this entire picture is this band, and they get called a slur at one point, like. Now, one of my favorite memes of all time is this, where he gets up and says, guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are going to love it. And it was...
That's pretty cool.
It was about arse eating. Fucking hell. Oh. It's like, poor Michael J. Fox. All right, see you later, buddy.
I will never look at that scene the same again.
No, you shouldn't. Michael J. Fox is a really, really good actor.
Yeah.
I think he's excellent. He's great in these films, but he was really good as a dramatic actor. Casualties of War and Teen Wolf. He suffered horrifically from Parkinson's, obviously, but he also was an alcoholic for a long time. He got very famous very fast, and it kind of fucked him up pretty badly. But yeah, he still puts it out there. Spin City is one of the best sitcoms of all time, and he carries the whole show. And even since, being diagnosed and, dealing with Parkinson's as a day-to-day thing, he's still put in some great performances. And the documentary about him called Still is like, if you don't feel anything, if you don't feel hopeful after watching that, you fucking don't have a heart. His biography's like that. It's really like Lucky Man. His biography is excellent. If you get a chance to, he reads the audiobook version of it. Actually, it's really good. If you get a chance to listen to it or read it, I suggest that it's like, he's 100% not a victim, and he's never, everything, your pain has a purpose, and I respect him a lot for that.
I remember you talking about Still like a while back.
Yeah. And the fact that he can make jokes about it, like he was on Curb Your Enthusiasm? Yeah. And he like handed whatever that guy's name is, someone over there, Pete, David, someone, whoever's the lead of that show, like a soda, and he opened it up and it fizzed everywhere. And he was like, sorry, Parkinson's. Like,
Do you feel the same way while watching Still as you did while watching Superman, the Christopher Reeve documentary?
no, because that was like, as difficult as it is to see Michael J. Fox suffer from Parkinson's, he can live with it and he can move forward. So, like what happened to Christopher Reeve was absolutely tragic. There was no upside to that at all, apart from the fact that he then went on to be an advocate for research into spinal injury, medical healing techniques and things like that. Absolutely, becoming an ambassador and all that. But like for him and his family, there's no learning there.
Yeah.
Plus, he was fucking Superman. Like, what a slam. What a cosmic joke.
I've watched that twice. And every time I try to think about it, I start tearing up.
Yeah. I was crying within the first few minutes. I watched the John Candy documentary, I Like Me.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty gut-wrenching too. It opens with, you just see footage of him throughout his life, and it's the audio of Dan Aykroyd's eulogy from John Candy's funeral. And Dan Aykroyd's such an amazing writer. It was just, it was pretty gut-wrenching.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for I Like Me like a few days after I had watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for the first time.
Yeah, right.
I was not ready for that because at that point I did not know that John Candy had died. That was like the only thing I'd watched of him. But,
he was like the documentary says, he's one of the biggest actors in the world at the time. It was funny. I was like crying within the first few minutes, and I watched it with a friend of mine who's a good friend of mine, but he's more traditionally masculine than I am. Like, I'm masculine, but I'm pretty, soft. I think he was like, what are you upset about already? I'm like, the thing with him and the writing and fuck.
The theater is like an incredible vehicle to face your emotions.
Yes, 100%.
I love that we're having this conversation while Doc Brown is fighting for his life.
Everyone knows what's going on. It's Back to the Future, folks. Love that gargoyle. Well, maybe don't look in there. You shaved tit. Now, this I didn't understand. So yes, that's the sickest shit ever. I've tried to do that on cars before and, like, you know, got my jacket caught on the windscreen wiper and, like, just eating shit on the other side of the car. How he's like, damn it, why didn't you read the note? Oh, I could go back time and I can stop it. I'll go back early. And he's like, 10 minutes ought to be enough. Why not make it an hour, dude? I know that's not very cinematic, but still.
It was realistic.
Yeah. And maybe he's worried about running into himself.
Hmm. You see what I'm talking about? Wet roads? It's everywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's more noticeable in two, actually.
Those roads are wetter than Lorraine when someone gets punched.
You win the podcast, my friend.
Hey, man, every podcast I'm on, I win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Yeah. Also, I just figured out what's different. Because when we started the call, I told you that you're glowing. What's different is that I can see more of you. Because you're on your
I'm normally
laptop.
on my phone because my laptop was, you know, old and shitty, so I would be on my phone. But now I bought a new laptop for you know, writing and podcasting and that kind of stuff. So it's got a good camera on it, and it's, you know, it's this way instead of like the phone. I did keep my old laptop though, the one that didn't work so well anymore, because it heats up so much. I'm just using it as a sandwich press. That's a proper joke for you, everybody. That's a proper G-rated joke. My old laptop is so hot. How hot is it? It can make toasted cheese sannies.
And Gabriel Iglesias will be proud of that joke.
Who?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias?
Yep, Fluffy.
Who's that?
Oh, he's a comedian, stand-up comedian. But he does like family-friendly shows.
Oh, he works clean, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd struggle with that.
That's why I like him. Like his comedy is great, but it's the fact that he can say so much while never crossing that line that makes me appreciate him more than I can appreciate somebody like Ricky Gervais, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky Gervais and Dave Chappelle and stuff like actively push buttons, whereas, you know, some people aren't doing it to kind of lean into the counterculture idea. You know, they're just doing it because that's kind of their brand now. But when you get someone actually kind of investigating ideas, you know, it's a little bit more forgivable. Just the escalation in this. Shane Black talks about this in screenwriting. You need to have like reversals and payoffs. And reversals are when it's like, okay, so the tree falls, the car won't start, the plug comes unhooked, he's got to slide down. You know what I mean? Like all of these things, it just gets worse and worse. You know, you jump out of an airplane and your parachute won't open, but there's a haystack below you, but it's got pitchforks sticking out of it. And you know what I mean? Like you've got to keep upping the stakes all the time.
Yeah. Well, like just going back to like reversals and playbacks, like I had to study this scene for that very like matter, because we were just like studying about consequences, like how you can write them as in like them not being so obvious.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because there's a world where, you know, none of this is story based, it's all plot based.
And like it's all here because the storm has been a part of it ever since the future for him, but the past for us, right?
Yeah.
And like this happens. This is the reason why it happens.
It's like she says it, you know, within the first few minutes. You know, lightning struck the clock tower and it hasn't worked the same since. And
I gotta say, man, the effects look incredible.
They're so good. Like it absolutely holds up. It's like we were talking about when I said we did the episode on Predator for No Country for Old Films. The effects in that work really well too, like the camouflage of the predator in the jungle and how it sort of bends around him and shit. It works. It's when you take the practical element, which is that wire that's currently on fire. You take that practical element and you animate over the top of it. You know what I mean? You don't replace the whole pole and the whole street and all that stuff. Like, it should be an enhancer, you know? And I always wait for Marty to run around the corner there, but I'm like, oh, that's the second one.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
I was genuinely just waiting for that time. I was like, oh, that's not, this is not that film.
No, but I wait for it every time because it's one of the best. It's probably the best cliffhanger in cinematic history. So that's the old mare.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not get that last time.
Crazy drunk drivers.
That's me. That's the pirate.
He's a bit piratey, isn't he? Or what I be doing here? I'm gonna go into that porno place and beat it like it owes me money. I'm gonna go and watch all of Orgy American Style.
All 6
I'm
seconds.
gonna watch it from start to finish, and all the credits, and all the trailers, and sit in my goo. Okay, Dan Riggs, come on, mate. Sit in my goo? Holy shit, it's the Libyans.
Oh, what I was saying was a good example of like reversals and payoffs is their collapsing of the bridge in Mines of Moria in
Lone Pine Mall. Sorry. It's the Lone Pine Mall. The collapsing of the bridge in
Mines of Moria in Fellowship. When they have to
sure
before the Balrog takes Gandalf.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely.
Because it's only important that they get there because everything else is collapsing. So it starts with like just one break and then there are goblins attacking. And so they have to divert that. And then the platform that they're on is sliding away.
Yes.
And by the time they've figured out how to counter each, the goblins start running away and you see the Balrog's light coming through the corridor.
Run, you fools.
I love
now, did that kill them? Are they dead? Because they've still got guns and stuff. Maybe we should go in there and just silently double tap them.
This was the biggest shock. First time I watched it.
Yeah, right. Again, because there's no reason by pop culture osmosis, you just know stuff about this film. Like, I'm not saying you for the first time you didn't know, but everybody kind of knows that there's 3 of them. And so if you were watching for this for the first time, understanding that there's 2 more to watch, you're pretty confident that Doc's not going to be actually dead. But yeah, seeing it for the first time, I think Ghostbusters is the one for me that would have done it because it doesn't, that is a wholly original concept. Like, there's been, you know, time travel movies before this. There was giant monster movies before Jaws. You know, there was science fiction movies before Star Wars, but there was absolutely nothing like Ghostbusters.
Yeah. I don't think there still is, man.
No, there's Ghostbusters movies.
No, but like those Ghostbusters movies, like even the new ones, right? They're not that. It's a callback to that, but it's never that.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's the somebody with a recipe that your grandmother gave you and you're doing it. It's never going to be what she did because that's where the magic was. But it's an interpretation, of that thing.
Yeah. It's like ordering a hot chocolate and then getting a chocolate ice cream and like fucking marketing as like, oh, the chocolate from the hot chocolate is now an ice cream.
Oh, yeah, is what the ice cream's going to taste like. Yeah. Lint does that shit all the time. Great practical effect there. The car just drove down the street and they had a light off camera that they just flashed. And you get it because the sound design.
Also, I gotta say, I love the reverse explosion because it's storytelling at its finest because it happens because the car goes through. But since the car goes through, it never actually happens, so it reverses back.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, design-wise, the whole thing's fucking fantastic. And great Huey Lewis in the news song there.
Also, I noticed when he woke up, one of his hand was, covering his ass.
I think he was just sleeping weird.
Okay. I'm going to say this where I don't know if people are going to hear this much of it, but I had a phase where I would just sleep like that, like with my hand in my pants at night.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've had weird ways of sleeping myself. I still sleep sometimes like all the way flat out on my stomach with a pillow over my head. And I don't know how I get into that fucking position. I just wake up like it. I always wear a suit to the office when I'm taking photographs of Superman.
Yeah, you fucking blew me away with that in the first. Yeah, I couldn't place it.
He's also a prison guard in.
Yeah.
Justice League.
In the one where...
And in Zack Snyder's Justice League, he's the cop at the memorial.
Yeah.
Who Lois keeps buying coffee for.
In that coffee shop, when Lois gets out, in like the foreground, there's Zack Snyder doing like some sort of drawing in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
cool.
I love spotting directors in their own films. And like sometimes they're in different films, and I love doing that because they're never like if it's not Tarantino, I'm not talking about Tarantino. But like like you get like Peter Jackson, all 3 Lord of the Rings films extended edition. And he is the Santa in the very beginning of Hot Fuzz that stabs Sean. That's not Sean. It's
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg's character in the palm. He's wearing like a Santa cap and a like an entire Santa outfit. And he's in like the Lovely Bones as well. Lovely or Lonely Bones.
Yeah, right. This bit's weird where he goes out and he's like, hey, Biff, 2 coats of paint and 2 coats of wax, not 1. And it's like, oh, that Biff, he's such a character. But if it wasn't for him, we'd never got together. Why would you keep your wife's would-be rapist around?
Is that Steven Spielberg's picture on the back of the book?
No, it was George.
George. That looks like Steven Spielberg, man. Like Steven Spielberg with an afro. I'm not even kidding.
No, he had the glasses and everything, yeah. Be funny if it was Elizabeth Shue in this one and he's like, who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Actually, you know what? You're hot. Don't worry about it. Elizabeth Shue is in The Boys, season 1. She's the one who gives the titty milks to Homelander.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
You don't like the titty milks?
I don't like it.
That's fair.
I don't like titty milk. I never said I don't like that. I don't like what they did with it.
No.
No, saying he
This is great. How they haven't figured this out, like Mr. Fusion, like how to turn rubbish into fuel.
Right? Also, he's wearing fucking rubber. That's so cool.
Hey, man, whatever you're into. Lorraine likes it when people get punched. You know, if you like rubber, that's cool.
So no, I seen like it's a rubber, so like it's a raincoat, it's a coat. It's also like it can be worn medically. It's like so many things in one.
He could also be, you know, a journalist and help the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's a pretty deep bench joke for only people who have watched the animated series.
One would get that 100%.
Yeah, one will love that one. That one's for you. That one's for you. Yeah, not a sequel setup, just a fucking dope-ass way to end your movie. Straight to camera.
And then the second one ends with to be continued.
Yeah. So great. So great, everybody. We hope you enjoyed the Back to the Futures with us. Sorry, we got a little sidetracked there. We weren't always talking about Back to the Future, but shit, when do we ever stay on topic? Were there any questions that we can answer over the credits?
I asked them during their, like, while watching it.
Okay, shoot.
Oh, no,
I'm not going to do the credit theme or anything. This is just straight up, we're going into it. We're doing it.
Oh, no, I asked the questions while we were recording.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Like the questions that people had asked?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Well done, my friend. Well, in that case, any final thoughts on Back to the Future?
Yeah, it's great.
The OG?
Do you want to do like favorite scenes?
Well, I kind of did it while we were doing it. Like we were talking about it, I was like, this is my favorite bit and stuff. So probably not. Maybe it's not a traditional episode like normal, everybody. You're just going to have to enjoy the thing. Is there a huge beach ball behind you?
Oh, I actually can't see myself because I have the Netflix thing on me.
Oh, right. No, sorry, it's a fan. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's Addy and his biggest fan. Thank you. Yep, I'll take that joke. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. We're done. We're finished. That's it. That's a Film Addicts commentary for you. Happy fucking New Year.
Yeah.
This drops on New Year's Day. So happy 2026, everybody. Wishing you all the best for this year moving forward, and you know, keep watching their movies and we'll keep talking shit about them. Do we know what's next? We'll do a best of for 2025. I've got some dark horses, man. Like I watched one last night that's in the top 10. It's a show on Amazon Prime with Taron Egerton called She Rides Shotgun, about a father and young daughter sort of on the run from, you know, the law and drug dealers and all sorts of stuff. Fucking excellent picture. The young girl who was in it, she's like fucking 9 or something. Blew my head off. Just an incredible performance. So yeah, there's going to be some interesting picks this year. Have you got your best of sorted out?
I think I have like 5 selected as my top 5, like films.
Yeah.
But not in an order yet. But I've watched like the ones that I wanted to, and then there's one unexpected one that's in the top 5.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to hear about it. That's what's up next, everybody. But thank you so much for joining us again. We hope you enjoyed the commentary. All the best again for the new year. And remember, fuck hate.
Love wins.